Yo, yo, yo,
Your
Layup Lounge members. Welcome back to another episode of the Layup Lounge. My name is Wayne, and I'm here with
Roman.
And we are locked in for some more NBA news and NBA action. Man, the season's been off to a great start. There's a lot of parity in the league this year, and we're here to break down all the hottest topics going on in the league. Please continue to do your due diligence, like, subscribe. There's new things coming in the LL coming up, so just make sure to stay tuned, keep up with us, and yeah, we're locked in. So, Roman, what you got?
Well, I wasn't even sure what we were going to start out with today, but, some news came out of LA. Chris Paul is officially announcing his retirement. I think in the beginning of the season, we kind of saw the writing that was on the wall. I mean, he started out getting some minutes, and then here comes the DNPs. He was starting to not play a lot. But just some accolades, he's a 12-time All-Star. Top 75 all time. He was 11-time All NBA, 9-time All Defensive of the Year, or All Defense, 2006 Rookie of the Year. What is your favorite Chris Paul moment, and how do you think overall he'll be remembered as?
Just to clarify, he's playing this season now, right? This is his farewell tour?
He's playing this season. He's not retiring now, but after the season, yes.
The DMP's got to him instant jersey hang up.
This is year 21 for him, by the way.
I mean, he's the point guard, bro. I feel like he's one of the safest point guard choices if you were to pick like an all-time team. If you're just building a roster, you can't go wrong with Chris Paul. I view him as a winning player.
Let's talk about that real quick because he's going to be talked about as one of the greatest players of all time to not win a ring.
Absolutely.
Like, is he the greatest player of all time to not win a ring?
I got to see a list. I can't just say it off the top of my head.
Because are you taking him or are you taking Iverson? Iverson got an MVP.
Iverson got the MVP, so Iverson obviously is better. I think that Chris Paul's been an MVP talks.
And he has a longevity as well.
True. But Iverson MVP at the peak with no championship, I think that kind of just already, wow. He was that good and he never got it done. Chris Paul, though, like I said, he never got that ceiling, but the longevity of his career, I think, helps his argument. Is he the greatest player to never win a ring, though? Man. No. I can't give him that nod. I can't. What do you think?
He's definitely up there. I think he's definitely up there. You got guys like John Stockton. I think I'd take Chris Paul over John Stockton.
Okay, we can't, though. Can we?
Why not?
Stockton's been to the finals, 3 times? 3 times? He's been there. He's the all-time leader in steals. All-time leader in assists. Those are 2 positions that the point guard should be.
Streets are saying they were boosting his assist stats.
No, for sure.
They said that they were doubling up.
At the same time, though, he did play for 22 years? Longevity.
I got one. Is he better than Steve Nash?
No, absolutely not. No.
I think it's tough.
I think it's tough, too. Steve got 2 MVPs, though.
Yeah.
Steve got 2 MVPs.
In a league where Shaq and Kobe were in their prime still. LeBron was, ascending. Tim Duncan was still good. Like, he won MVP at a time where it was probably very difficult to win MVP. Is he better than Carmelo?
Yes. I think he's going to be viewed as a better player than Carmelo. Carmelo is one of those... His numbers hold up in the scoring aspect of that of the league, but other than that, he don't got nothing to really show for. No finals appearances.
He got the streets on lock.
No, for sure. Yeah, he got this. That's the best way to put it. He got the streets on lock. But when it comes to meaningful hoop, there's nothing to show for Carmelo. No, he got like 1 cool playoff series, I think.
Yeah,
that's it.
Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul.
Russell Westbrook, and I don't think this one's relatively close at all, in my opinion. I feel like.
I think it's close. No, because I think especially, I don't know, Russell Westbrook, he's playing good hoop right now. I mean, he's had some dark patches. I mean, even with Chris Paul last year, he started like pretty much all 82 games. Like his longevity, not just being in the league, but him being available for games. I think that has to count. I mean, Chris Paul was hurt when it mattered, with the Rockets, there was a missed opportunity there. Some of his time with the Suns. So, I mean, there's injuries there as well, but I think the consistency of Chris Paul is not just the longevity of him just being in the league, but the longevity of him actually being on the court. I think that's something that we got to take account of as well. But Russell Westbrook, I'll be honest, though he's not on a winning team, I think he's kind of recovering from what looked like a disaster towards the end of his career.
I think even last year he kind of redeemed his I don't even know what the word is. He redeemed himself a little bit last year though, because like people were he got scapegoated in LA the coldest, finally got to a place where he could play within a role that he wants to play, and he thrived last year. I feel like they didn't want him back.
I'm surprised they didn't want him back. I thought he played okay.
I feel like he played a good role for them last year. He provided energy when they were flat. Like he was a meaningful player for the Nuggets last year.
Would you take Chris Paul or would you take Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard, for sure. Don't think it's close neither. Personal preference.
You taking Chris Paul or James Harden?
James Harden.
See, are you taking Chris Paul or Charles Barkley?
Chuck. You gotta go Chuck.
The dominance, right?
Gotta go
it's
Chuck.
Like,
but look at all the places he stopped on his way, like in his career. He's always just been a good point guard to have, like if you're trying to make a title push. Like he's not gonna ever be the guy for you. So we're comparing him to a bunch of guys that are the guy. Chris Paul is never, that's not his role on the team. He's supposed to just be a distributor. He's supposed to be a glue guy at the point guard position, but he's never gonna be the engine. He's not going to be your James Harden. He's not going to be your Lillard. He's not going to be any of those dudes. I think he's just more so of a good player to have.
He's like Rondo if he could score, you know? Like when it's time to score, he's like Rondo in that way. It's like he makes all the right plays, but he can just score better. Like when it's time to get a bucket, he's like, I could go get you one.
I might take Rondo over him. Personal preference. I just like Rondo's game. That's just me. I like Rondo's game.
You taking Rondo over Chris Paul?
I like Rondo's game.
See, we can't bring up you're going to have to make me get disrespectful. See, because the last time I spoke on Rondo's name, a few legends were getting on my head.
The Rondo hive runs deep.
It wasn't even see, that's crazy to me, though. You take Rondo over Chris Paul. I get the wins.
He punched his head.
Huh?
He punched him in the head.
What is that supposed to mean? He spit in my face. Please don't spit in my face.
Okay, he did not spit on his face.
So look, how you gonna spit in my face and then you swing on me? You're the one that spit on me, and then you're swinging on me right after that? He was just telling you, don't spit on me. That's it.
And then he got pieced up.
And then here comes Ingram with a haymaker from the stands. He went he didn't care who was in there. He said, "Huh."
He was mad because he got fouled, wasn't it?
He wanted to swing on somebody.
I swear he just got fouled or something. That's why he was so mad.
Well, because that's how it started. I'm pretty sure that's how it started. Brandon Ingram was beefing with Harden, and yeah.
Harden foul baited him. That's right. Harden foul baited him. He got mad.
Would that, if they beat the Milwaukee Bucks in that, what would a ring do for Chris Paul?
Oh, that solidifies him. I'd be like, that 100% would have solidified him. That Milwaukee's like the same thing. It's the same way it solidified Giannis. It would have solidified Devin Booker and Chris Paul. It would have given them that extra stamp of they did it already. If they do it again, cool, but they did it. You can't say none to
No
them.
pressure.
Literally, no pressure. Chris Paul would have literally been solidified, bro. He would have been like, any way you shape it, he has to be a top.
And he was still a guy at that point too. Like he was still a guy, now, if he wins a ring,
no, you're not a guy. You announced your retirement. You was getting DMPs. Like he's not a guy anymore.
He's not a guy anymore. But
I'm not gonna lie. I thought he hung it up right now. I didn't know he's. No, I saw the Shams report. I was like, oh, he's done.
Nah, because it was like
he quoted it, and Sean was like, he's gonna finish the season out. I was like, okay.
He had to clarify.
He had to clarify.
Nah, but yeah, no. CP3 is he the greatest Clipper of all time? Because when he went there, he changed the culture.
He did. He's the. Damn.
Is he more
the greatest Clipper?
Does he have more impact than Blake Griffin?
No. Blake Griffin's the best Clipper.
You think so?
And it's unfortunate that it went down that way, and I hope they mend those.
They need to. He literally put them on the map. They said your jersey's gonna be on the rafters and sent them to hell 3 months later.
Like, we know what Blake Griffin was on when he was in that Clippers jersey. And like, although we call it Lob City, we know who was. It was a collective of them. It was all Chris Paul's a part of Lob City, but Blake Griffin was the reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad trade.
That's the highlights we're watching.
That was a bad trade too. Because look, imagine the way he was playing in Detroit, in LA. What?
But that was the issue. Blake wanted more of the ball, and Chris Paul. Nigga, go sit on the block, nigga.
But I'm like, Blake Griffin was in MVP conversations in Detroit.
Because he had the rock, though. He could just tell everybody else to move around. Chris Paul was like, oh, hey, set me one. I don't know. He didn't have as much freedom, though. And I think that's why they clashed a little bit.
No, he didn't. But shout out to Chris Paul, one of the greatest of all time. He'll be ringless forever. He's a winner.
Legacy. He got a very interesting legacy.
It is interesting because it's like, yeah, we think of him. He is a winner. But I mean, he got Olympics. That's when people want to put respect on the Olympics. You know, he has that. But in terms of the NBA, he's on that James Harden category. He just falls short every single time.
And that was my thing. Is like he's been right there so many times, bro. Like I was thinking about that Houston series against. They're right there. He's been to the finals. Like, come on, bro.
They're up 2-0 on Milwaukee. They lost 4 straight. They had it. But moving on to the NBA Cup, you know, a lot of things went down yesterday. I just want to start with the Blazers, obviously, because, you know, we are 2-1 in the NBA Cup. We are 1 win away from going to Vegas.
Roman, are you feeling the love? Are you feeling the love yet? Are you feeling the love? I'm bought in, brother.
Are you really?
The Damian Lillard disciple.
Don't say that.
He's a Damian Lillard disciple.
Caleb Love is a Damian Lillard disciple.
You see the shot selection? It's going up.
Ridiculous.
It's going up.
Okay, first of all, shout out to him. He had 26, 7, and 5, I believe.
I got us.
There's no way a 2-way contract player. He's on the Rip City remix half the time. Or he hasn't been because we have injuries, but he should be. And on a regular roster, us healthy, he would be. There's no way he should be taking 20 shots in any game. He's been averaging like 15 shots a game. When he touches the ball, it's going up.
That's his role. That's what I'm saying.
He's been buns up until this point. He had a good game, but like a lot of them were bad shots. Like even the one at the end, the dagger 3, I was like, no way. I knew he was gonna shoot it, but I was like, what is he doing? Like, there's no way.
I love it. Because we haven't seen nobody take shots like this since Dame time. And who's giving them the confidence you think to take these? Bro, go out there and play your game.
The team.
Dame is like, bro, we don't got, bro, these are, what are we doing?
No school.
No school. That's what I'm saying. No school.
No shade in this game.
No me. Just go do you,
no
bro.
me.
Go do you. Go play your ball.
So Dame has a camp. It's called like Formula One, and he won the MVP of his first camp.
See, I didn't even know that. Promise I didn't. I told you. Damian Lillard disciple. It makes so much sense.
So do you think there's something there with Caleb Love then? Like, do you think he can be a guy? I know it's only one game, but based on shot selection in his current situation, do you think he can eventually maybe at least make a real roster spot?
He's an NBA player.
You think so?
I think he's an NBA player. Just based off the confidence, I think he's an NBA player. Because he has the confidence to continue shooting. And he's going to keep attacking. So I think just based off of that, he's going to get a chance somewhere. Somebody will give him a shot. Caleb Love.
I think, does he have a higher ceiling than Scoot? I'm going to ask you that. That's a ridiculous question because I feel like you don't like Scoot for real.
Scoot needs Caleb Love's mentality. That's what he need. I feel like Scoot's also very young. I got to give him credit. Hey, because I'm like, as I grow up, I'm starting to realize, all right, bro, like he's still like figuring. You don't really know what's going on, bro. He's in a new work environment. He's trying to figure out the lay of the land. Like he needs some time in the program, and I can respect that. I understand that. I'm gonna give him grace. At the same time, I haven't seen where's the extra?
He showed flashes of that.
Okay,
there's flashes, right? No, I get what you're saying.
Like think about a rookie, Derek Queen. I'm thinking about Derek Queen. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like he got it. Yeah,
I will be the first to admit, if he keeps up this play, I was wrong about him because I still think, in my opinion, them trading their pick to move up for him. I think he would have been available at whatever pick. I mean, I don't know. He's been playing. He's been hooping though.
I'm trading Zion before the deadline. Not to take a topic.
Oh, you think it's like that? You think it's real?
Bro, okay, I was watching the game, what was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
Bro, okay, they can play together, but I'm like, at this point, Zion's trade value is only getting lower. Derek Queen can prove that he can be a piece we build around. We can build around DQ and Fears. and friends and see what happens in the future. But it's just like the spacing of things are so off right now with him and
Because they're both
they be trying to
clogging the paint.
Hey, they trying to in and out each. I'm like, bro, they both just standing there watching each other in and out. I'm like, all right, bro.
You're a DQ believer now.
I believe, bro, and I'm a wholeheartedly say I was not a fan. I did not believe he can hoop though. Bro can hoop.
I didn't like the body type. I didn't like the height up for his position. He's like a 6'9" center. No, I was, and then on top of that, they traded everything to go get him, and it's gonna be unfortunate because they're still gonna suck this year. So that pick that they traded for him, that could be the number 1 pick potentially.
That's crazy.
So we'll see if it's worth it. He's gonna have to be like an all-star in the next 3 years for that pick to even be, worth it.
The skill set though, I don't see as a big in today's league. Jumper, the ability to
He was
pass.
getting DNPs. He wasn't starting games.
I know Willie Green had to go.
I forgot he got packed. Yeah, they had to pack him up.
What is that, bro?
You hear Darvin Ham's name? He's on a short list of.
For what reason? Like after everything you have seen?
What? Hold on. I'm not gonna let you disrespect Darvin Ham like that. He was a good coach. Darvin Ham was a good coach. We went to the Western Conference Finals. Look at my roster to the Western Conference Finals. We lost to the eventual NBA champions and to the MVP. There's no shame in that.
What do you mean? Look at my roster.
Look at my roster. Outside of LeBron, who do we have?
We had AD.
Okay. Outside of them two, Reeves wasn't like he was good, but he wasn't like Reeves this year.
But we had a bunch of role players. We had LeBron. We had AD.
Rui was, bro. Rui was buns 2 years ago.
But
he's buns now. We could pack him up today for something.
But I'm saying going into that series, it was not as cut and dry as they're making it seem. It was like
they
could win. It was like they thought they could win.
Did we expect them to get swept? No. But looking at the roster, like if you really look at who they were playing against, Michael Porter Jr. was good. KCP was good. Jamal Murray, of course, he's the Laker killer. Jokic, a Laker killer. You know what I'm saying?
It's those.
Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
Laker killed, they had a squad. They lost to a good team. They did lose to a good team.
A lot of the Lakers didn't show up though. D'Angelo.
That's what I'm saying. You're making my point. Look who was on the Lakers roster and look where Darvin Ham took him. But he wasn't a back. Yes, did he have some memes? Salute. Like that's funny to me.
LeBron. It was the coach himself. That's what I'm saying. LeBron, without any of that, could have just got them to the Western Conference Finals.
That's not true.
We didn't need
That's
any
not
of it.
true.
We didn't need nothing to really just get to the Western Conference Finals. Is easy. That's not even like an achievement.
What?
We don't need him.
Because I believe they beat Memphis. They beat Memphis in that first round. I gotta look, but they beat some good teams just to get there. They should like.
Okay, they beat some good teams, but they beat some good teams that were young that they should have beat. LeBron is not getting put out. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, LeBron's still in, I can be the guy. LeBron, at this point, he understands where things are headed. 2 years ago, LeBron, no.
Bro, you saying if LeBron was the player coach, he would have been able to get them there. See, they beat the Warriors and they beat the Grizzlies. And this is right after the Warriors won the championship. This is fresh off championship Warriors. They beat them and they beat Memphis. And Memphis was still good.
Memphis was still good.
So I'm saying, but look at the right, and you were just right, and you just said you were complaining about the roster. We had D'Lo on the roster. We had other guys on the roster.
Okay, but we're acting like the two top Lakers aren't better than everybody on both.
We had Thomas Bryant on the roster at one point. He went to Denver, but even throughout the regular season, how we get to that point, we had him on the roster.
Okay, but Anthony Davis was our second best player. He's better than everybody on the Grizzlies. Yes. At that time, yes. Still, I promise, yes. LeBron's the best player on the court. Anthony Davis is the second best player on the court. You can fill in the gaps after that. We got the best two people out there.
But that's not how a team works.
But it worked until the Western Conference.
Look,
if Darvin Ham coached them right, put confidence into the role players and put role players in position.
Because look, then you meet a Denver Nuggets team, and then look, Jokic is the best player on the court. He's better than Bron and AD.
Yes, he was.
And then after that, after Jokic is Bron, AD, and then Denver has literally throughout the entire roster, Denver's better than the Lakers. Outside of those, what?
Jamal Murray was better than AD that series. He was. He really was.
So you're telling me that
Jamal Murray was the third best player in that series.
Because you're talking about Memphis, so you're saying John Morant at that time wasn't better than AD. Then based on that argument,
he was not.
John Morant had to have been better than AD.
He
had to have been, right?
Why?
Because John is better than Jamal Murray.
At that time, now, I don't know anymore, brother. I can't co-sign that, big brother. But
How long? Okay, how many years has Jamal been better than Ja? Oh, you must think he's just better than him then, because there's just no way.
I will say this: it's been a lot closer than people will give it credit for.
So, Ja
Morant is fun. Ja Morant got a shoe.
So he's making all-star games. He's getting a shoe just off the aura. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, Ja Morant is fun. Ja Morant was hitting the gritty. Ja Morant had a shoe.
He's showing guns.
He was showing guns.
He's in the
strip club. Yes,
grills on, all that.
Jamal Murray was locked in. He was hoping. He was winning the championship. He was flying under the radar because he got the MVP on his team. He's never going to be he's probably one of the best point guards that's never going to be an all-star.
You don't think Ja Morant can do anything with Jokic?
I mean, probably. No, he could for sure. But I mean, Jamal Murray can shoot better than Ja Morant. So I mean, catch and shoot. Come on, Jamal Murray. I'm a thrive out there. I guess
we've seen it in the playoffs. But I'm
float game. I'm a thrive out there. Jamal Murray.
Because if we switch teams, Memphis is not even there.
No, they're not there. They're not.
So Jamal is just a plug-in guy then.
Okay, but we can't act like Jamal wasn't carrying weight. I'm talking about.
Oh, he was carrying. That series specific.
In that series, he was the third best player.
They don't win the chip without him
for sure. He's the closer. He's the closer. Yeah. I mean, they put the ball in his hands and go high pick and roll, but I mean, it's going up with him. Maybe but it's most likely him.
Like he's gonna be up there with best player to never make an All-Star team.
Literally, bro. I mean, he has to be.
They're gonna give him a Mike Miller pitching at the end.
They should.
No, he needs that. He can make it off the muscle. I feel like I don't know. He just be chill. He be cruising.
I'm about to say, how would he make think about all the young guard, bro? He's never gonna be an All-Star. I promise you, he's not.
If he goes East, he will be. He'll never be a Western Conference.
Okay,
All-Star.
How old is Jamal Murray? He's what, 30-something now?
He might be 30 or older. I think he's like 20s? Whatever Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell's close to 30. He's probably around that age.
It's a wrap.
You think so?
He's not an All-Star, bro. I'm sorry.
Even in the East, bro, he'd be an All-Star in the East.
LaMelo
sure.
Ball.
No, he didn't make it last year.
Because he's hurt, wasn't he?
Not even. Okay. He had the fan vote. So he had to have been eligible to get voted in. I'm pretty sure they just take him off the ballot if he wasn't eligible.
The only way Jamal Murray makes All-Star, he goes to the Raptors. No one else is going to vote.
To the Raptors? Oh, because...
Go to home. Get the Toronto vote. Other than that, bro, I never would see him being an All-Star. I'm sorry. He's just not that popular of a player.
That's fine. You don't got to be... But can you hoop? Is Jokic a popular player? No. I wouldn't say so. But he's just that good.
Okay, but think about all the younger...
Jaren Jackson Jr. was an All-Star at one point. You think he's a popular player?
Younger players are easier to market, though.
He's not that old. I'm going to look him up right now. You can keep talking, bro.
But I'm just saying, it's much easier to market or we're pushed for this young guard who's going to be much...
Jamal Murray's 28, bro. He got years left. He got at least a good 7. I can see him playing until 35. He got a good 7.
And you see him getting an All-Star nod in that time?
If he gets traded to the East, I just said he's not going to be a Western Conference All-Star.
Okay, think about...
Because they're going to trade him for... They might trade him to...
Maxey.
He's
Maxey's
definitely not better than Maxey.
That's okay.
No, Maxey might be the best guard in the East.
Halliburton when he come back.
No, not even. That one playoff run eclipsed even the championship from Jamal, honestly. Because the dude don't tear his Achilles. We're talking about Indiana champions. I don't...
Give him 2 years. Edgecombe. I'm just trying to think of young guards in the East, bro.
And he'd probably be marketed. Yeah, I like him now.
That's what I'm saying. Young guards are like just guards in general, bro. It's so hard to find space because like you really got to be a dude. Like you got to be Ant-Man or I don't know. There's because what even all NBA. There's what?
See,
Lil, bro. You gotta schedule these.
You got three people on your team talking about, bro. Come on, get Wayne, get Tommy, and get Sean. See, but anyways, look. All I'm saying, the point is, Darvin Ham is not a bad coach, bro. I think he can coach. I think he got a bad rap because, for one, you go to LA as your first spot. You got to do something there. And I think he's done enough to earn another head coaching job eventually. I think he'll be a head coach again. Do you think he'll be a head coach again?
I don't think so.
We went to the Western Conference Finals. We won the NBA Cup. I know that don't mean that much to, the Lakers NBA Cup thing, whatever. They won championships. But that has to hold some weight, bro, because I won there for the Rock. They didn't give me Luka.
We rolled out with LeBron and AD, and we were title favorites. Like, that's what I'm confused
bro,
about.
It's because, not favorites, we're contenders. It's because my team has LA in front of my chest, bro. Yes. It's just, that's it, bro. But, like, they were thinking about championship or bust Kobe last year's, bro. Like, that's how Laker fans think. Irrational confidence with Lakers fans, bro. I hate it. I'm sick of it.
What I'm saying, when that roster was on paper, any rational way you look at it, that was a championship.
Bro,
contender.
they weren't beating. We knew they weren't beating the Nuggets. We knew we weren't beating the Nuggets. Golden State, I don't think they were favored in that. They just came off a championship. That's the year removed off a They beat the champions. They knocked them out. Darvin Ham.
The Lakers had just won a ship, and then they went back and got hurt. So they were. This was their first year back healthy. They won the ship bubble.
Right.
Came back the next year. AD's legs fall off. Whole season. Throw the whole season away.
Right.
LeBron don't care no more. Throw the whole season.
We got Mac McClung doing reverse dunks towards the end of the season.
That's what I'm saying. It's a wrap. Throw the whole year away. They came back the next year. Fully healthy, fully reloaded, ready. What was that? 2023? Title push. 2022, 2023. Title push. Title year.
They weren't the favorites, bro.
They were contenders, though. That's what I'm saying. And if we are able to scheme something up, if we're able to maybe sign Dwight Howard to go guard Jokic, I don't know why we let him walk. It worked 2 years ago. Why we change it up?
Because it's off court.
Not true. Why did we not go get another big, though? We needed another big to deal with Jokic.
Absolutely.
They had no, like, Vanderbilt was out there on him. What are we doing? That's not going to move around.
No, Vando, according to Lakers fans, he was great. At that time, especially.
No, he was, but not guarding Jokic. So, we needed a big body.
Bro, the roster was always flawed. It wasn't Darvin Ham.
The roster. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but I'm saying Darvin Ham took the roster. You can't say they were bad and good at the same time.
But I'm saying they were so good. The roster that good. The coach don't matter at that point. When you got LeBron and AD and their roster good, they were going to the Western Conference because they were healthy.
No. This is how Laker fans are. Right. Look, they're either good because of the players that are on the court, not the coaching, just the players on the court. They're either good because of that, or they're bad because the coach's ass. So when they're bad, it's the coach's fault.
Yes.
But when they're good, it's because the players are hooping.
Yes.
So the coach got nothing to do with whether they're playing good or not.
When LeBron's on the team, no.
So why do we even got JJ Redick there at this point? What does he do?
Okay, he's giving them structure. And he's moving.
So now he's gonna. So Darvin Ham didn't do the same thing.
No, I pray there was no. LeBron was.
He wanted them to hoop. Look, that's what I'm saying though. If anything, Darvin Ham was adjusting to the players on his roster, right? So you basically they don't need a coach. So realistically, if they didn't need a coach, they'd just go out there and hoop, and that's basically what Darvin Ham was letting them do. Just go hoop.
And they got to the Western Conference Finals,
right? But that's Darvin Ham letting them do that. They wouldn't do that
so
without Darvin Ham.
A good coach?
Because Darvin Ham is like, I'm gonna give y'all the freedom. I'm gonna give y'all the green light. That's good coaching.
Okay, a real coach would have been like, okay, I see it right now. The feeling of this team is Western Conference Finals. Everybody lock in. We can take this to a championship.
But my point is, it's not Darvin Ham's fault when he is basically accommodating to the ball that you even want to see. Because you're like, they don't need a coach. LeBron and AD, they can just do it themselves. They can just go to the Western Conference Finals themselves. So you got to give Darvin Ham credit for allowing him to basically, for them to do whatever they want. And look, they did exactly what you expected them to do. They went to the Western Conference Finals off the muscle. And they wouldn't be able to do that without Darvin Ham giving them the freedom. And all I'm saying is, he's a good coach. He's a good player coach, clearly, because he's letting them do whatever they want. And I think he will coach again because, especially a young team, I think he'll coach a good young team. And I think the Pelicans could be one of those teams that he can coach.
He's a good player coach. That's a great point. He's a good player coach. Some teams don't need that though. And a young team don't need a player coach. A young team need a Tom Thibodeau. They need someone who's gonna come in there and set order, set rules, set tight rotations. Like we need some structure around here. I don't need somebody saying, good effort on the glass.
We can't get
that.
Well, I can't motivate my team.
No, that is, but bro, that's not no real coaching. Come on, bro.
We can't motivate my team.
Hey, we need to switch teams.
I can't motivate my team now. See, so he's a good assistant coach. So he should just stay in Milwaukee forever.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, why? I don't know why you're trying to give him the upgrade. He's good where he's at, bro.
I think he's a good coach. So I think let us know. Is Darvin Ham going to coach? Is he going to be an NBA head coach again? Is Darvin Ham going to be an NBA head coach again?
I just heard this somewhere too. They said the player coach, literally the player coach always needs to just be the assistant coach. They're like the head coach.
I agree to that to an extent because Chauncey Billups, for example, you ask about Chauncey Billups to anybody, not just on the Blazers, but to the entire NBA, they'll say he's one of the coolest dudes ever. He lets us rock out. That is, I agree with that.
Because I think I had this conversation with somebody where like the assistant coach is supposed to relay what the player don't like to the head. You know what I'm saying?
He's the middleman. He's the middleman. He's also the confidence builder.
The head coach is supposed to set, the rules and regulations.
That's fair. But based on the success that he's had as a head coach, I think he at least gets one more shot. That's just me. At least he gets one more shot.
But are we giving him credit for all that success?
We have to. We have to.
Okay, if I'm standing on the sideline, that could have been me. Bron go roll the ball out.
No.
Bron roll the ball out, and I'm in the Western Conference Finals now. That automatically gives me another.
But look, if it was gonna go bad, like they bought into that though. And that's on coaching. He was able to get them to buy into that. And that's why they were saying that's part of being a coach as well. You gotta get them to buy in. If they're not bought in, because he could have been like, y'all do whatever you want. If Bron didn't like that, if AD didn't like that, man, you gotta get out of here. I don't like that. Okay. I mean, eventually, I guess that happened, but it's like,
think about it. I'm just trying to say, from like a coaching head coach prospect, like I would much rather go like somebody. I don't know, like go get Chris Paul. If I'm hey, why not? You you retire next year? Hey, call us, bro. Bring it, bro. If I'm like talk about a move, like a PR move for like a Charlotte Hornets team, Chris Paul's already a Jordan Brand athlete. Or I guess
he's from there too. No, he is a Jordan Brand.
I guess Jordan's not a part of the ownership group. No.
Right, but still, I mean, that's North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
You bring in somebody, and like I feel like the players would be like, all right, they respect Chris Paul. Like, although he's like, yeah, it's corny, they respect Chris Paul, if anything. So I feel like instead of bringing in like a Darvin Ham to the Pelican, bring Chris Paul back to the Pelicans, the Hornets. Like, I don't know. There's just other options, I feel like, at this time.
There is.
Giving Darvin Ham another shot.
I just don't think... I think he deserves another shot. Anybody in LA, scapegoat. Eventually, when the Lakers start losing, they're going to look at JJ.
For sure.
And then the past success of JJ won't even matter at that point. And then that's the same thing with Darvin Ham. We're forgetting what he's done. We're looking at the memes with him or whatever. That's exactly how it goes in LA. They look at all the bad. They never appreciate the good. Like, Frank Vogel... We haven't heard his name in forever. He won a chip as the LA coach. But if you ask an LA fan, I'm sure they'll be like, he was ass.
Okay. Well, they fired him the following year after the injury.
Right. And it wasn't even his fault.
And then he went to Phoenix, right? Or was that last year?
No, yeah, he went to Phoenix after that. Yeah, and then he spent 1 year there. So, but anyways, he was a championship coach. Lakers, they like to blame everybody but the players. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do. And then coaches don't get credit where credit is due. So, yeah, there's that. Other quick little things. The Thunder continue to dominate. I mean, we don't even got to go too much in depth about that. They got one loss. Again, courtesy to the Portland Trailblazers. They could be undefeated. And they were up 20 that game. They would be 16-0. Yeah, they blew a 20-point lead in the game that they lost. So they really should be undefeated. They're going back-to-back. I don't think there's any discussion about that. Chet keep hooping. Shea continues to sit down fourth quarters. He's a back-to-back MVP. It's safe to say. Nobody else can do anything about it. He's better than Steph Curry. He's better than any guard in the NBA. He's one of the greatest guards of all time. If you call him the GOAT by the end of his career, we might have serious discussions. It might not be that crazy towards the end of the career. That's how great Shea has been. You can call me Shea Glazer, whatever it is. I know greatness when I've seen it. I see greatness. That's all I see when he's on the court for the 3 quarters, because he don't even need to touch the fourth. The Raptors are sneaky good. The Raptors are actually second in the Eastern Conference. Glorilla, whatever you're doing with Brandon Ingram, I guess keep doing it, because that boy's hooping. The whole team, they looked good on paper, but the question was, how would they look cohesively? There's a lot of clutter. It looked like a lot of guys need the ball,
6'8" niggas.
Right? And a lot of them are ball dominant too. So it's like, how is that going to work? But they're gelling, and they're calling for the coach's head there. But there's a lot of tanking. He had to, play his position, play his part on the tanking front, and now they're back second in the Eastern Conference. Do you think that is sustainable hoop by the Toronto Raptors?
I think they're a playoff squad. I don't think this is anything to, really turn our heads for and be like, oh, they're a championship contender.
Well, hold on. Let's back up a little quick. I think they can contend. I'm going to say this is real. They have the roster space, they have the roster talent to do it. They're slept on. I think they're on the level of the 76ers.
That's what I was literally about to say. I was like, I don't think they're banging with the Sixers at all.
You don't think so?
No.
I think that would be a great 7-game series right now.
I don't think they can hang with the Sixers right now.
Joel's knees would allow it to be a good series, because if he was healthy, it wouldn't be a series. You're right. But because he's one alley-oop to himself again from... that was one of the greatest plays I've ever seen. And then down goes Embiid as soon as that was one of the greatest plays that he's ever done. Self-lob in traffic, and then his knees go out. It's crazy. But
no, he'd be obviously the X factor in that series. Like, I mean, if you get anything out of JoJo, bro, it's not even close. But I mean, even without JoJo, I feel like these teams are still equally matched. And I think that's the deciding factor.
Maxey's
right
the best player on the court, though. He had, bro.
Yeah, he's 54?
There was a time where I was like, man, just trade Dame to the 76ers. Let's go get Maxey. I think that could have been real once upon a time. Obviously not, now, but.
I'm not gonna lie. I always thought Maxey was cool, but I didn't think he was gonna ascend to this.
He's the best Tyrese in the league right now.
Yeah, I never thought he'd ascend to this level though. I thought he'll be a real nigga. He'll be cool.
Yeah,
he's a star. I think
he got to be on Team USA for sure. Him and Halliburton.
You can't. That's elite guard play. That's
yeah, no, the Raptors have been sneaky good though. I think they're gonna be a hard out in the playoffs right now as currently stand. Maybe they make another trade to kind of open some space out, but they've been solid. Devin Booker just released a shoe, or he's gonna release a shoe. I like the promo for this one. Did you see that he lit the ones on fire? He torched those up in the pregame, and then the 2’s came out. First of all, did you like how that came about, and then do you like the Devin Booker 2’s versus the ones?
I feel like the idea was better than the execution for the burnout sort of deal. Like I didn't really know what it meant. I was kind of confused. Like I didn't really know that. I hope they release those ones, so that'd be cool.
Those look fire.
Hey, I'll burn my shits. But no, I was kind of confused why he lit the shoe on fire. Like I didn't really. But then it's the Phoenix. Is that what I'm getting? It's like the second shoe is like the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Cool,
yeah,
I guess. The second shoe is not as good as the first one for sure. I think the first shoe design is much better. I like just the look of it. It looks more well put together. The second shoe, it looks like an Adidas shoe. It looks like I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, but like it looks like an Adidas shoe with a Nike sign slapped on it. Not much personality to it. It looks pretty plain, but I think the Book 1 is for sure superior to the Book 2.
Yeah, off court especially.
No, yeah, off court. But I was like, for sure off court. Like number 2 looks like a hoop shoe. It looks like a basketball shoe. Number 1 looks more like a dunk. That is a hoop shoe.
Or Air Force One or something. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
I don't know. I need to see more colorways. But I think Book 1 is definitely superior to the Book 2. But I mean, Nike's still losing. They can't hang with Adidas.
They're not losing right now because technically they're Converse.
I forget. See?
Technically they got Converse. And Shai Gilgeous' shoe is so damn hard to get right now. I don't want to pay extra $100 to get him.
I'm not, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get them the old-fashioned way. I just want to log on and get the shoe, but you can't even do that, bro. Like instant sell out, instantaneous.
The best shoe in the game.
Yeah, you do.
I need those.
And that's what compare the Book 2 to just the design of the Shai. Like what, bro? Like that's just just the model design. I understand they're different players and whatnot, but like it's. The Shai is just so much more intricate in terms of design. It don't look like that could be any brand.
Yeah,
that could literally be a designer's. That could be Prada. I don't know what.
And then I don't know if you saw Steph Curry. He's been wearing a bunch of everything out of his closet, bro. Literally, he had all these Heat just packed up in storage, and he brought them back out. And yes, last night was the first time he actually hooped in a different shoe that wasn't his, because he's been wearing shoes pregame, but he actually wore the Jimmy Butler 4s.
He wore them during the game?
He wore them during the game.
Okay.
The Ling Nings.
I saw that he wore them up, and I didn't know he hooped.
Yeah, he hooped in them. Okay. This is the first time he's hooped in them.
That's cool. I think it's cool. Like it's obviously fun to see Steph Curry do his sneaker. But
I think he's gonna go to China or something. I don't think he's gonna sign with a mainstream brand like Nike or Adidas. I think it's too late. You kind of mentioned this. Like, what are they gonna call it? The Curry one? That'd be weird.
I really don't know if he signs with anyone, bro.
It's hard, bro. It's hard.
No, it is. But like, if anyone has the motion to do so, I feel like it's Curry, bro.
He do, but it's like there's something about a Nike symbol patched onto that, an Adidas symbol patched onto that.
True. But you're talking about going small, like leaning. Why would he not just go Curry? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that I guess that's true. But look, then it's like Curry brand, big baller brand. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like, I know obviously he's a better player than, he's bigger than that. But at the same time, when I think of having the brand at the end of it, I think of big baller brand.
No, I heard you.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I heard you. No, because it's like there's always that, you'd have to really go get a guy.
Right. And then you got to sign some dudes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd have to make and then really sign the dude, like, to solidify we're going to be around here for a while. Like, right, De'Aaron Fox is cool. Come on, move around.
But I mean, because, big baller brand was signing Jordan Crawford.
Yeah, that's not.
Like, what are we doing?
That's not gonna work.
Like, what are we doing?
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so
Man, this is a fun one. I really don't know. I think he should stay independent.
you think so? I think at least try.
Yeah, release an independent shoe. See what happens, bro. Like, just really go all in on this independent Curry brand. Make it something we can believe in. Make it something cool. And like, cause like everybody has their own shit. That's why I'm like, why wouldn't he just try and like really?
But I mean, you look at like LeBron. He signed a lifetime deal. I think KD signed a lifetime deal. Oh, Kate Cunningham's getting his own shoe, by the way.
Saw that.
I wonder what that's gonna look like.
I'm bought in for those.
You bought in?
Or early, just because, I like Cade's game.
Who has the weakest Nike signature shoe right now? It might be the Books.
The 2’s? Or just the books in general?
I mean, because I would say Jaws, but the 3's are nice.
Okay, I was going to say the Jaws. I don't like the Jaws, bro. I just know the streets love them. Streets love the Jaws 3.
You don't like the 3's?
No.
Really?
Sorry, not for me. I don't know if it's like the... how the side of it, like, it's just like everyone, it's not for me. Like, I like shoes that kind of look, I don't know, just like, yeah. When you just compare the Adidas model right now, just the Adidas aesthetic to like the Jaw, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, it just looks much better of a more put together shoe. The Jaw specifically, though, the Jaw 3 I don't like. Like, they look cool. Like, I'd wear them, but it's not. I'm not cracking no heads.
KDs don't look that great. And the KDs, these last 3 KDs though, they like remixing each other. It's kind of like
the 18s are tough. I saw the 18s in person. I was like,
they're tough.
These are validated. Okay. I was like,
LeBron's has been falling off a little bit.
The new ones look cool.
New ones, yeah.
I do like the new ones. What are the 23?
Yeah,
23, crazy. No, I do like the 23s.
I'm like,
LeBron 23s are legit.
I think K's gonna be nice. I wonder what he's gonna call him though, because it's like I like Book. He got chapter 1, chapter 2. That's fire. Can't believe we got on a tangent about Darvin Ham. You done with it?
You think he's a good coach, bro?
I think he's I don't think he's a great coach. He's not as bad as
I could have coached that Lakers team.
See, you can't just say it. So that's almost anybody.
Let's hoop. Hey, y'all, let's hoop. Let's roll back.
Okay, so who do you blame if they lose?
What the shit?
Like if the Lakers underachieve, like what's your expectations for the Lakers and who you blaming if they don't reach those expectations? Like the GM? So you don't think I got you, Luka. What do you mean the GM? I'm extended forever. What do you mean? I hustle. I did
Wait, you're talking about this year?
Like during the JJ Redick era, I guess in general. Like, are you blaming coach when things? It sounds like you're blaming coach when things get tough.
Okay, last year who are we blaming?
JJ, right?
No, he coached us well.
Okay, but he didn't play the same 5 players in the second half in Minnesota. He gassed them out. Okay, Game 5. That was basically it.
We're running out of options.
So GM. I had to can the whole team for Luka.
That's a good move.
Okay,
but I'm just saying, yeah. This year, we'll see what happens. Injury maybe, but at this point there shouldn't be any excuse. They're contenders. They're legit contenders, and I think you have to.
Who would you blame?
They're legit contenders.
Okay, so if they don't make it to the finals or don't win, whatever. What would you say would be the reason why? If you can predict the future, what would you think? What would you say?
We can't, brother. That's the thing. We really don't know. I don't know.
You really think they're gonna win the chip?
Yes. I wholeheartedly.
Well, that's been the Layup Lounge. I'm Roman. This is Wayne. We'll catch you on the next one.
Hey, Lakers.
Nah, hell no.
Give Bronny a ring, man.
No.
Give Bronny a